It's that time again. We're going to be going through some toys that I have let go and some that I'm about to let go. Welcome back to the Attic Chronicles. This episode is going to be a little bit Star Wars heavy, but before we get into Star Wars, we're going to talk about a couple of other things. So get you a drink and come hang out. Do you remember Brave Star? If you don't, that's okay. It was a short-lived TV series, an animated series. It was a sci-fi western. The figures were pretty darn big, and they had these backpacks that you put on the back of them, and you hit a button on their back, and they raised the arms, and they shot like a... It was kind of like a laser tag kind of thing. I don't remember exactly what they did. Well, I found the neutral laser, the full-size, life-size gun. I got it at an antique store for $2.50 at an outside thing that was going on. I had a booth set up. I thought maybe I'll sell it for $20-25. Well, not too long ago, I found it and it went on eBay. I started the bid out at I think a penny, and it sold for over $111. Very surprised. Next, we're going to talk about this Batman coffee mug. I forgot all about this. I found it when I was cleaning out my grandparents' house. Who knows if it had ever even been used? It looks brand new. I love this thing because of the Batman logo on it. Not the bat, but the font of the lettering and the symbol too. It reminds me of Batmania. If you remember when Batmania was going on, oh God, what a great time. I was fully immersed in Batmania. And what was wild was you see the bat symbol on this mug, and what was used for a lot of the merchandise wasn't the Batman symbol on Michael Keaton's chest. They had not yet acquired the rights to use that symbol, the symbol you're seeing now. So they had to kind of alter it a bit on the costume. At least that's what I remember hearing. A funny story, the Rosie Claire Arcade had started renting movies about that time, and they had one of the cardboard Michael Keaton promotional standees. Well, Loy Smith, God bless his heart, let me have that. My grandpa was still a city cop at the time, and he came home around 4 o'clock in the morning after his shift, and we had that thing standing in the living room, and the lights weren't on, so it looked like the silhouette of a man standing there, and he almost shot it. This isn't retro, but here's a couple of NECA Jason figures. The boxes to these got crumbled up, and I collect these, and I'm really anal about that stuff, so I sold these to rebuy them. They're really cool figures, really detailed. I almost kept them just to have them to display, but right now I was thinking, where am I going to put them? And I want to rebuy them. I wanted to recoup some of the cost, and it recouped about half the cost. Next up is a Hasbro Star Wars Darth Vader statue. I collected a good handful of the Gentle Giant statues. Unfortunately, they were stolen, and 2 of them were autographed. My Jeremy Bullock autographed Boba Fett, and my Chewbacca that was autographed by Peter Mayhew. When I do an episode of all the things that I've had stolen, you'll get to see those. This commemorative 17-inch Darth Vader statue marks the defining moment in Vader's transformation from the once noble Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker to evil Sith Lord Darth Vader. Vader's past, present, and future are all captured and finely detailed as he stands atop a broken platform just above the lava flow that left him scarred and confined him to his life-saving black armor. Armed with his lightsaber, Vader is ready to rule over his new empire with unrelenting malice. The galaxy will never be the same. I paid $125 for this statue at Crash Comics in Paducah, Kentucky. I'm letting it go because all the other statues are gone, and even though this one's pretty cool, it's not as good as quality as the other ones, and his lightsaber's broke. Here is the base. Here is another base in case you just want to have Darth Vader without this thing, without the platform. And here's Darth Vader. He's pretty heavy. I know it says that this thing's cast from resin. I believe this is. I don't know about this base. This is significantly heavier. And here it is, all put together. Let's zoom that out. As you can see, the lightsaber is broken. I don't remember how they got broke, probably during a move, so it won't set in there. That's pretty much what it's supposed to look like. Surely someone, whoever buys this, will be more crafty than I and can figure a way to shave that off and get that in there. It's a badass figure, but I think I'm going to have to let it go. Last up, we have a Star Wars Pez dispenser, and it's kind of a unique one. It's a silver Darth Vader. I don't collect Pez dispensers, but this one looks super cool to me, and I really don't want to let it go, but it's just the time I need to make some more room. It's giant. This was back during, I think, during the Revenge of the Sith era. In fact, I know it was sometime around then. And I saw it. If I remember right, it was like $25. I don't know what I'm going to make off of it. I looked over eBay and they're a little bit scarce. I don't think it's anything that's worth any real money. Just cool looking, and gonna hate to see it go, but I've got to make the room. Actually, I do have one other one. I lied to you guys. I've got one of these unopened watches from Burger King, another item during the Revenge of the Sith era. Seemed like Burger King was on fire for Star Wars back then. Actually, I think they may have had a tie-in with Star Wars for a long time, because a buddy of mine, I think, just posted a set of glasses, drinking glasses, not wearing glasses, from back in the day from Return of the Jedi that were Burger King. These watches were two-sided. You could wear them either way. I think it might have been the straps. I'm not for sure, but one side is Han Solo, the other side is Boba Fett, which is pretty funny. They came in this little tin can. It's unopened. Not expecting much out of it, but it's just another little knick-knack to let go. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Attic Chronicles. I've got a couple more TV movie reviews coming up, and who knows what else. I'm not getting to make them as regularly as I want to, but sometimes time don't allow. Until next time, see you later.